Hello, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes from a young person who is keen to transpose certain elements of my stories into a new, more contemporary setting, but is curious to know just what I make of this phenomenon, of people taking my ideas or monsters out of their original context and placing them in new settings, whether in the distant past or foreign lands or even the far-flung future. First off, I would just like to say that I'm always deeply humbled to learn that people are still taking inspiration from my stories, are harvesting them for their own creative endeavors, and I encourage this. Think of my works as an unlocked toy box, free and available for your rummaging. Secondly, I'm rather chuffed to learn that the core of my work seems to have aged very well. This cannot always be said about supernatural horror. Oftentimes, the monsters or the atmospheres evoked by these stories, taken out of their immediate context, do not age very well. What was meant to be frightful becomes laughable, and what is meant to be timeless dread quickly turns to cliché. The exception to this, of course, is vampires. They seem to act as a mirror for any given age's anxieties, and don't just reflect fears of Eastern European real estate speculators, although you can never be too careful with them. But no, take Frankenstein's monster. He is a reflection of the fears and anxieties surrounding the conflict between established faith and orthodoxies and the natural sciences. Or look at Godzilla, who would not be the same if we were not living in an atomic age. Or look at Tyler Perry's Medea, who is a reflection of current nightmares. But cosmic horror, much like the great race of youth, seems to pop up in any time, in any place, with relative ease. It does not require great astronomical tools or technologies. All you need to do is to step outside on a clear night and look up at the skies with a sober reflection, free from romantic nonsense or sentimentality about gods and chariots, and just look up into that deep Stygian realm and realize how vast and cold and impossibly indifferent it is to our absolute insignificance. Once you've internalized that, well, you can replicate that dread, and the sky's the limit, so to speak. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.